Hey folks, Alex here with Wall Whisperer. So I'm looking at this crack that's formed above this window. I'm thinking it's just a seam of the drywall sheets, and then I'm gonna cut into this and I'll find some tape. So if that's the case, if I find tape, I might actually cut back a little bit further and give myself about a foot of good sheetrock to the corner, and that way I can tape back here and not see a crack again. If I don't see tape here, then maybe I can just add some tape, and then that way the settling's done, the tape will cover it up, and away we go. So, definitely the fiberglass tape in there. What else is in there? Look at that. It's the seam of the sheets right above the window, window corner, which you don't want. So yeah, I'm gonna have to move this back another foot. All I did here was score 24 inches down, 12 inches over, and 12 inches over here, so I can get a handy panel. 24 by 24 panel should fit in here nicely, and I'll demo the rest of this, but just to show you, I just cut it with my knife, just scored it through a couple times to get the paper cut on the other side. So now I'll get my hammer and tear it out. So this wall, being the exterior wall, has a plastic vapor barrier, which I've damaged a couple of places here. So I'll have to tie-back tape that. I am trying to leave the trim alone. The drywall goes behind the trim, so I scored around that to try to get a nice break, and then when I go to match it on, I'll use some caulking to blend it back together. But another thing that's interesting about this construction is there's no header board to the window, and that could be why we're seeing so much settling and cracking. All right, so this last piece was a little bit harder. So again, I excavated just like I did over here on the exterior cuts. I excavated in the interior up against the window molding. So that way it should just break right out. And then I can clean that up. Okay, now I have the tie-back tape where I damaged that vapor barrier, especially along this side. I sliced it all the way there. So now I'm ready for drywall. Here's just an image of the drywall as I placed it, a nice tight fit between the window molding and the surrounding drywall. So here's the final sanded version in real life. I am ready to caulk between the molding and the drywall, and I will do a little bit of caulking up on the top edge because I took away some tape that was up there. But I wanted to note my trusty old square sander. This is the key for me to get a nice square edge along the top, and a square edge along the side. To not go too deep. You don't want to have, sometimes if you go too much, you'll get a channel on the other side. But this has been the key for me to get a nice edge and keep it smooth as I go. So there you go. Buy yourself a little forgiveness with a trusty block sander, and thanks for watching.